Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about pretty much all the news and info that was revealed for Legends 2nd anniversary. So on the official Bandai YouTube channel, they did reveal all the stuff. It was a premiere video, which means that it was basically a live stream, but it was pre-recorded. And me and a bunch of other content creators did do a live reaction stream to this info, which should be live on my channel. It's about 30-ish minutes or so, something like that. So I really recommend you guys check that out. It was pretty hectic because we had a lot of people in there, but if you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, I recommend you go check that out. I'm going to try and cover everything that was said in that video, as well as like the stream in this video. So yeah, I also want to say that I didn't actually see this during the stream itself because I wasn't really paying attention to it, but according to what I was told, my stream actually had close to 12,000 concurrent viewers, which is like, it's just it's actually just unbelievable for me. So I really want to thank, I can't even speak, I really want to thank everybody who took the time to come out and show their support to me and just to the game, I guess, in general, because I didn't think we would even get close to that number for quite a long time. Okay, so the first thing we have going on here is the free daily consecutive summon, and take a look at the lineup, and it's actually pretty stacked. Now this banner could actually end up having a ton of units in it, like every Sparking ever. I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but Interesting that this Goku and this Vegeto are coming back. I believe this is the first time they are ever returning on a banner. It's been how many months? Like it's ridiculous. So that's good that they're coming back. I mean, this lineup's pretty good for a free banner. Obviously, like it's very good lineup, so that's good. There's a possibility this also could be released tomorrow. There is a maintenance announcement in the news, and there is a summon maintenance announcement in there. So this could be for that. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. Login bonuses, whatever. We'll just see that whenever it comes up in the game. Got all the Rising Battles coming back. If you guys are new to the game or you haven't, finished these Rising Battles, I definitely recommend you do them. Vegeto's still really good. This Ginyu Goku is also very good, and this Broly's okay. He's not bad, but he's not insane. He's still worth grinding though for sure. What else we got? So the Legends Road Trunks, okay, he is actually getting the same treatment that the Kid Goku got. Where he's actually getting a revamp for his event. He's getting Limit Broken all the way to Red 7 or 14 stars. And he's getting a Zenkai Awakening along with that. I don't recall if they mentioned how he would be Zenkai Awoken. I assume it's going to be similar to how the Goku was via co-op. And this is finally going to give Future that blue unit that they really wanted for a long time, because their best blue unit up until now was this Trunks, who is not the best. Let's just say that. But this guy's definitely going to be very good on here, especially when you fully Zenkai Awaken him all the way up. He really wants to be used alongside a Gohan, which is the only sort of fault with him, I guess. I guess they could change that. We take a look at the future tag. I mean, this guy's still really good, so not really too big of a handicap there. But I'm hoping they sort of revamp that, because basically pigeonholing him into using him alongside a Gohan, like being forced to do that, I don't really like that design too much. But it is what it is. I don't really think it's too big of a deal, especially if they make him like really OP if you run him alongside a Gohan. So for those of you who didn't have the chance to Zenkai Awaken Kid Goku, or those of you who I guess chose not to do it and now regret it, you have a second chance to get a very top tier unit. Well, I assume will be a very top tier unit in this Trunks, so yeah, highly recommend that. Super Scout Battle is fine. Events, you got new Challenge Rush. This is cool. You're not gonna have the tackle step for this, so you can't really cheese it with the infinite tackle step. But I don't think this should be too difficult. Depends how they do it, though. We'll see. Okay, keep going. Special event. This is like a raid thing. I think they said this is the first time they've ever done this before. So we'll see exactly how this is going to work. I'm not really sure. A lot of this stuff we're just going to have to wait and see how it's going to work. Training time halved. XP and Zenny gain increased. This is basically just the typical, easier leveling and stuff for new players, which is good. So. And then Shenron's back. Alright, so If you guys don't remember or you weren't playing during the first anniversary, this was sort of a like a VR Shenron thing, or an AR Shenron, I guess, where you would have to basically use a friend's QR code, scan it into your game, and you would get a Dragon Ball. And I think you can get one Dragon Ball every day, and then once you summon Shenron, you'd be able to wish for, I think there was like a skip ticket, energy ticket wish, a chrono crystal wish. There was like one troll wish, which was like a bunch of, or no, a Master Roshi's like adult magazine or something. There's a bunch of wacky stuff. But there we go. Shenron is back. A lot of people were asking if I thought there would be Shenron again for this anniversary, and it looks like the answer is yes. So that's very cool. Just more stuff to get. This chance time thing, I'm not really 100% clear on how this is going to work, but it seems like, you know, you do events and everything that they have available, and you get these chance time tickets, and then you can get, you know, a bunch of good rewards with them. I think the top prize they said was like 10,000 chrono crystals was like the top prize. I don't know how many people are actually going to get this. Probably like a few, if maybe even just one. I don't know. But hopefully, you know, on average, people will expect to get some pretty good prizes from this. So that's very cool. Medals they just talked about, you can exchange for stuff. This is very cool, actually. You get Shenron sleeves. So prior to this, the only way you could actually achieve sleeves for your arts cards was either the Shallot one, whichever one I believe got as a default sleeve, or you had to Zenkai Awaken a character to level 3, and then you get their special Zenkai sleeve. But this is like the first time you can actually get a sleeve, besides the Shallot sleeve, that was not acquirable via Zenkai. So expect to see a lot of people using this in PvP. When you pick a Rising Rush card, you're going to see a lot of these Shenron cards coming out. So yeah, I mean, it looks really, really nice, so I think that's really cool. Okay, next. Special missions, get 1,000 crystals, that's cool. And then there's all this stuff, which is whatever. And then I think we get into the characters here. Let me just skip through all this. This is like just like a bunch of community challenges, which I'm sure we'll clear. Alright, so here we go. So the theme of the second anniversary is in fact GT versus Super, and it looks like they're going for the Omega Shenron arc, or basically the ending of the Shadow Dragon arc. And then they're going with the ending of the Future Trunks saga for Super, which is, you know, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I did say this was coming, so I don't know. So they actually do go ahead and give us a sneak peek at what these characters are going to be doing. So I think we're going to try and break them down, you know, not super in depth in this video, because I just want to make this an overview video, but we'll do our best to take a look and sort of summarize everything that they're doing and point out a few things that I think are noteworthy. So Omega Shenron is red. He's a Shadow Dragon GT regeneration. Yep, he is on regen. We all knew that was coming, but yeah, there's confirmation. Absorption, Fusion Warrior. That is a big deal. Fusion Warrior. And then Powerful Opponent. Fusion Warrior for Omega Shenron. I don't think I have Fusion pulled up. Let me... it should be... Here, we can pull it up from Vegeto here. So Fusion Warrior, they do have like Super 17 and 13 on there, but those were like very, I guess, I don't really want to say direct fusions, but like you could understand why they'd be on the tag. That's a pretty big deal. This guy's on Fusion Warrior. Like look at his tags. GT Regen and Fusion Warrior, and this is kind of like a wild card, Powerful Opponent. We don't know how that's going to be built yet. I mean, for all we know, this guy could be buffing... Sorry about that. This guy could be buffing the Powerful Opponent tag. So, like, I'm going to say this right now. I think just based off of the tags that this guy's in, he might be the most valuable unit that they've shown. Obviously, Regen is just monstrous. GT's, I mean, after this anniversary, GT is going to be up there as one of the best teams. Fusion Warrior is also going to be up there as one of the best teams, and then this Powerful Opponent, depending on how they want to, structure that could also be like one of the best teams. But I mean, you throw this guy on the Fusion Warrior tag. I mean, the only thing I would say is he does compete with Gotenks, because Gotenks is red as well. The only thing too is that this guy is also stated to be just a damage dealer, I guess. I guess sort of balance between strike and blast attack, whereas Gotenks is just heavily strike based. So there was another fusion warrior character teased in this, which we'll get to later, and if he ends up being a blast focused character, then I think we could actually see this guy possibly dethrone Gotenks as the go-to red fusion warrior. We'll see though. Increases damage dealt, inflicted, and reduced damage sustained by being on field. So he does have, it sounds like he does have damage cut just for existing on the battlefield. Doesn't seem like that's conditional upon him doing a cover change, but we'll see. Inflicts multiple status ailments on arts cards. Those are super annoying. Like, imagine this guy just paralyzes like Kid Buu does on strike card or blast cards. Like, that's going to be really, really annoying. And then this is interesting because this is something we haven't seen before. Increases ally ultimate attack damage on special move. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta does that with his main ability. Yeah, he does. But that's just his main ability. This guy does it with his special move. So this guy paired alongside other characters that have special moves, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who both do, they're going to be doing a lot more damage with their ultimates. So especially powerful in teams with multiple ultimates. Yep, that's what I just said. So I mean, this guy looks pretty interesting. He's going to be, I guess, a pretty balanced character, because it says this guy kind of, just from looking at what this says, reminds me a little bit of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the one that we have right now. Because he's kind of balanced in strike and blast, although Goku is definitely more strike based. And then this guy also does have damage reduction, which Goku does as well. So we'll see. He does look very interesting. The biggest thing I would say though about this guy definitely are the tags. The tags are really premium on this guy, so keep that in mind. The next character we have to talk about is this guy, Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Son Goku. I don't really like how they do that, but they should just call him Super Full Power Goku. Super Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's all they should call him. Dokkan does the same thing, by the way, so it's not just Legends. So this guy's green, and his tags are Saiyan, Super Saiyan 4, GT, and Sun Family. So obviously GT and Saiyan are going to be his two main teams, and Sun Family, I guess. But Sun Family's kind of like been on the back burner recently. I feel like they haven't been super heavy into buffing that tag. But it's always going to be good because all the Goku units and Gohan and stuff is going to be in there. So Saiyans with a green unit is actually really good. Same thing with GT, because GT really didn't have a green besides Baby. I mean, I guess Super 17 as well, but to be honest, and this Goku, like this Goku, Baby, and Super 17, they're really not premium units for this tag. Like, they're not who you want to be bringing into. They're really not who you want to be bringing into the fight. I'm just gonna put that out there. So I think this is gonna be your go-to guy for GT, and then for Saiyans, let me actually just let me pull up Saiyans real fast. Saiyans, yeah, Raditz is fine, but he's not great. This guy's, again, he's fine, but he's not great. Fine, but not great. Outdated. EX. No, not for Saiyans. I mean, you could use this guy, but I mean, Yeah, I mean, I guess he's kind of gonna fall into the same category as like these three units, even more so than this guy. Just these two. I feel like these two are probably your best green Saiyans in the game. So, is Goku going to be better than Kefla and Vegeta? I think he's certainly going to be better than Kefla. I actually think Vegeta might be better than Kefla just after this update, just depending on what we're getting here. This guy might be your go-to green Saiyan. Just straight up. I mean, we don't know what his Z ability is going to be, so if he ends up buffing Saiyans with the Z ability, that's for sure going to shoot him in as the best green Saiyan in the game. We'll see. His main damage source is Blast Attack. When using Blast Attacks, gains multiple buffs. Okay, so I guess that's sort of like the GT Super Saiyan Goku that we have, except it's instead of drawing cards, he does heat buffs when he uses them. Increases defense when paired with other Saiyan characters. Oh, okay, so he wants to be ran alongside Saiyans. So that tells me that his Z ability is probably going to be Saiyan related, which means that he's probably going to be the go-to green Saiyan. And then also on this team, the GT team, you're probably going to want to run alongside other Saiyans as well. I mean, you have Super Baby 2, you have the other Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, who are all Saiyans. The only thing is Omega Shenron is not going to be a Saiyan. So we'll see. We'll see if that actually ends up meshing well. This guy is green, Omega is red, so those two colors actually complement each other very well, because blue is good against red, and then this green covers that disadvantage. And then he heals when ultimate attack lands. Balanced and built for a comeback. Okay. So, this guy actually reminds me a lot of, again, where is he? This Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the one that we have already. Except instead of strike base, he's blast based. So that's interesting. We'll see how that guy actually works once we get to, the data in the game. Then next, we sort of get into the super stuff. We got Super Saiyan Trunks Teen Rage. He's yellow, so my Zenkai 7 Goku Black's going to be having a good time with this guy on the same team. Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Future Vegeta Family. I'm also really glad they put Rage in his name, unlike another Dragon Ball mobile game that refuses to do that. Future Vegeta Family. Yeah, Vegeta Family. So this is probably the biggest thing with this character, in my opinion. So he is specifically stated to be a defensive character. And that is exactly what the Vegeta family needed. The Vegeta family was just... I actually think I have that pulled up here. Yeah, I do. This guy is not really too defensive, not too defensive, not defensive, not defensive, and not defensive. Those are your main units you want to use on this team, and this guy's not defensive either. So they're literally just a glass cannon team. They have no defense whatsoever, except for this guy's cover cut, and even with this guy's cover cut active, it's not like he can take a hit well, because he can't. So this guy is going to buff that team a lot. Reduces damages sustained when on field and cover cut. So he has both. Okay. So this guy looks like he's going to be getting maybe like a 30% cover cut and like a 20% just all-purpose cut when on the field. Heals with Quirk skill. Okay, that's very good. Reduces character switch cooldown when opponent activates a Rising Rush. That is interesting. I think that's the first time we've seen that. So if you're switched into somebody else and this guy's on standby and he has like 3 counts left before you can switch in, and your opponent combos you into a rush and this guy's cooldown then gets refreshed, you can switch into this guy and get his cover cut. That's pretty powerful. Okay. That's how I think that's going to work. Increased effectiveness against characters with the tag God Key and Regeneration. Regeneration, thank you. We need more anti-regen units, but nice. This guy looks actually really good. I think so far, out of the units we've seen, this guy is the most interesting to me, just based off of what his kit is. So that's Trunks. And then we have a fused Zamasu, purple. This guy's on God Key, Future, Regen, Fused Warrior, Vitara, and Part. This guy's also on a ton of good tags. God Key is this is the first unit we're seeing that's actually going to be on the God Key team. Purple, I mean, this guy's still really good, and this guy's really good, but no one has this guy, so it's really hard to say that. I don't know. Him fitting on God Key is probably going to be. God Key's probably going to be one of the better teams, I would say. Future as well. Future. Do I have Future pulled up? I do. This guy's okay. I would say this guy's probably going to instantly be better than Goku Black. Fused Warrior. He's probably going to... So I'm kind of confused. Or not confused, but I'm torn on what he's going to be buffing with the Z ability. Is it going to be... It's going to be God Key or Fused Warriors, or both, or Future. I have no idea. This guy can go anywhere. They could release this guy, and he could legitimately be buffing a powerful opponent. Like, I have no idea. Let me know down below what you think this guy's going to be buffing. It could be anything. Gains multiple buffs as battle prolongs, so he wants to be sort of dragging on the battle. Okay. Gains multiple buffs after enemy attacks. Okay. Decreases the enemy key and gains more buffs with Quirk skill. Oh, okay, that sounds like Kid Buu, that annoying green card that he spams like 4 times in a row. Sounds like Kid Buu to me. Pushes the enemy away when cover cutting enemy strike attack. Okay, so that's okay, nice. So that's the LF Frieza, LF Super Vegeto mechanic where you switch in on a cover cut, and if the enemy does a strike card, you do the pushback. That's good. Shows his true power the longer the battle lasts with his buffs. Okay, that sounds cool. So in terms of what team I think that's going to fare best on, God Key. I mean, that does work well with this guy. It doesn't work well with this guy. Future. That does kind of... Well, it doesn't really fit with anybody here. Fusion Warrior. I mean, this guy actually does well the longer he's on the battlefield, right? I don't know. There aren't really that many characters who... Regeneration. What about regen? No, I mean, there aren't really that many characters who actually get better the longer the match goes. Unless I'm missing somebody that's very obvious. But, I mean, I think this guy's actually going to work really well on the God Key team, to be honest. But we'll see. God Key team needs more defensive options as well. And then we do have, like, one surprise, quote-unquote, reveal, too, at the end here. In Vegeto Blue, and just based off of his animations, it looks like it's going to be an LF. So, what I'm thinking is we're going to have 2 banners like last year. One Super banner, one GT banner. Or maybe they're going to mix them together, because they kind of did that last year, where we had Goku on one banner, Vegeta on the other banner, and then we had Golden Frieza on one banner, Buu on the other banner. I think they're actually going to do that probably. They're going to mix them up. So we might have Omega Shenron on one banner, Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the other banner, and then Trunks on one banner, and then Zamasu on the other banner. It might be like a heroes versus villains thing. I don't know. We'll see. But, and then this guy's probably going to be the LF that is on both banners. That's what I'm thinking. And I saw a lot of people saying that they expected Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is fair, because I actually thought he had a really good chance of showing up as well. But once they showed this logo for the anniversary with just Vegeto Blue on it, this tells me that I think the chances for a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are relatively low at this point, and I wouldn't really hold your breath for one. I wouldn't be shocked if we ended up getting another Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as like a surprise character, but just based on what we're seeing with the anniversary logo here, and the fact that they didn't show him off here, tells me that we're probably not going to get him this time. Just keep in mind as well that there are definitely going to be new EX characters that they didn't show off here. And they didn't show off Super Saiyan God Shallot either. So there's not, you know, they definitely left some stuff out on purpose. So just keep that in mind. I'm not upset that they left out Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because to be honest, they can't release everything that's super hype at once. Otherwise, they're just gonna, completely exhaust their reserve of characters, right? Unless they want to just continuously revamp everything and release new versions of everything. They could do that, but I think that would like take away from the hype factor of it. So here we are, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeto. They didn't really give any details about him, but here's what I think. I think this guy's going to be mainly on Future and God Key. I don't think they're going to build him in a way where he's going to be really, really dominant on this team. That's just my opinion. I think in terms of a blue unit, this team desperately needs a new blue unit. Like, yeah, we talked about this guy earlier, the Zenkai for this Trunks, but a new one, please, a new blue unit. God Key, this guy's not cutting it. This guy's not cutting it anymore. I mean, this guy's still good. He definitely aged very well, but in this new age, this new meta we have, like, this guy's just not going to cut it anymore. We need a new blue unit for this team. And then we do actually need a new blue unit for this team, but I think people are heavily underestimating this blue Gogeta. He's still very good. I see a lot of people say he's not, and that's just wrong, I think. So all these teams need a blue unit, so it just makes the most sense to me that this guy's going to be blue. We've been saying that Future needs a new blue unit for 7, 8, 9 months now, and we're finally probably going to get one with him, so that's good. They can do something where they can build this guy's kit to where he's not really too effective on the fusion team. Oops, the fusion team, or where's the fusion team? Right here. Like, they could do something where it's like, when this guy switches onto the battlefield, increased damage dealt by 50% per God Key or Future tag ally that's a battle member. Which would mean that you wouldn't really get the full extent of this guy's power if you ran him on this team. Like, they can do stuff like that if they want to direct people to use this guy on the team that they want them to use him on. I think that's an option for them to do. But I don't know. I feel like this guy's probably going to be buffing God Key and future with his Z ability, but he's still going to fit really well in this team. So, you know, Fusion's getting another buff with this guy and Omega Shenron. Keep that in mind. So, that's pretty much what we got going on here for the 2nd anniversary. It's a lot of stuff. So in total we have, what, 5 sparkings that they revealed? Plus we got the God Shallot transformation that's also confirmed coming out. They didn't show that here. And then definitely at least a couple of new EXs that should be releasing as well. So that is everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below your thoughts on everything that we talked about here. And I will see you all in the next one.